What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome, exiles, to the Research Institution. So, which of these two games is more Dadbod friendly? Let me know in the comments below. So, man, I haven't played Path of Exile 2 in a hot minute. Not gonna lie to you guys. Do I really want to sit on my fucking ass grinding shit endlessly? Do you? You know, I'm kind of waiting for an update. I'm waiting for the Huntress. Look her up. I'll make a video on her soon. She's hot. Of course, I'm not that much of a fan of her haircut. But aside from that, she reminds me of the Jabazon from Diablo 2, and I know that's who inspired the character. Just a lot of her skills. She throws the javelin. Lightning comes from the sky, zap shit all around her. She has the jab. Little gestures. Cute little thing. That wasn't good. She was like, you know? Wow. What a great weapon. One to play as anyway. I just like visually appealing characters. But, man, and then there's Diablo 4. Now, I jumped into that just a little while back and I live streamed it on this channel. You know, for a second, they almost had me. Even at first glance, I was like, oh, wow, look at how simple this is. It's like, huh. Not always a bad thing, you know, sometimes they say less is more. The art style was never much of a fan of it, but there's not shit everywhere as much as PoE. It's not as complex, obviously, not nearly as complex. You kind of know what you're getting as you go. It's kind of self-explanatory. And then they added this thing for the current season, because the ladder just reset, or whatever the hell they call it now, a new season. Just started a couple days ago. And they implemented this system that seems to be like the Ascendancy tree in Path of Exile 2. It's like they copied that, no surprise, right? And it has some interesting augmented effects. Like bats surround you and shit. And just attack enemies, like, all the time when you're playing. Or there's some toad that follows you and it explodes once in a while and then just automatically respawns. Just things like that. Just interesting buffs. Things that you can mess with, some customization. But you know what? Do I have to say this in this fucking video? I played as the Necromancer, as I usually do, and I argued before how the Necromancer is the most visually appealing female character. Are we allowed to say that anymore? I mean, they don't say it in Diablo 4. It's like A and B or something, right? But you guys know what I'm saying, right? A bitch. It's the most visually appealing bitch in the game. And that's not the entire reason as to why I play as them, but it's just part of it. You know, like I said, I like having a visual appealing character in the middle of the screen. And yeah, she's a gothic bitch, but I don't know. It's not that bad of a thing. So, I don't have any tattoos on or nothing. Maybe a little earring, but I was playing as her. And it's crazy. I don't want to say this. They changed her. Yeah, since a couple seasons ago. Jackasses. I gotta look into this. I gotta verify this. I gotta watch some of my past live streams, but I swear to you guys, to my knowledge, to my memory, to my perception, she doesn't have tits anymore. They took them away flat as a board now. It's fucked up. Oh, Iceman, why are you picking the Iceman? That doesn't matter. Bullshit. It's weird. Okay? It's weird. Why'd you take away her tits? I mean, she barely had any as there was. Now, that's not the entirety of things. That wouldn't necessarily make me just rage quit, right? I mean, this is embarrassing. Can't believe I have to admit this to you guys. But you know what? It kind of did. You could even watch the live stream. I only streamed for like 40 minutes, maybe 35 minutes. Yeah, it didn't last very long. When I was getting to the end there, I noticed this. It's like, what the fuck? Like, there's this sort of armor piece that I got for them, and them titties were gone. It was some like bone thing like this. You know, I didn't mean to. I mean, I was just finding shit and I was just putting it on the character. You just like how you do in Diablo 4. You know how just everything's an upgrade at the beginning, and it just green lights everything, and boom, boom, boom. You just right click and it boom swaps it out. So I was just doing this, and I look at it, I'm like, what the fuck? She had like this bone thing, but there ain't no tits under there. She's still a little bit under, but now I know. Iceman, why are you complaining about Iceman? It's weird. You know what's weird? It's taking away the fucking tits. That's weird. All right? That's weird. Flat as a fucking board. And then the shoulders, I don't know, the rigid skull. They're just, they fucking with it. Now, that's not what this video is about, but all these things matter. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, this is awkward. It's kind of what I was thinking. It's like, this is awkward. I mean, I didn't know that something like this would happen. I didn't really expect it. I should have. Now, we've seen censorship in previous Blizzard games. I remember Blizzard, what they did with Diablo 3, there was this outfit for the wizard, and they censored it because, like, some bitch was complaining about it on Twitter or something, who didn't play the game, of course. Just some pink-haired bitch. I mean, back in those days, they would have pink hair, you know? These Twitter creatures. And one was bitching about it, just one, and they censored it. It's just weird. It was Tel Rosh's set. You guys can look into it if you want, but that's not the only censorship involved. But I mean, all these things, they just add up, you know, it just kind of makes a case for things. Like at first, like I was already hesitant, like, oh, it's Diablo 4. Oh, the game is just streamlined. It's made for toddlers. Oh, they just hand you all the gear. Oh, there's nothing interesting about the gear. There's no super rare drops. Oh, there's nothing. This game sucks, right? The itemization, they're just raining freaking legendaries out of the sky. Like the hunt is over. The euphoria is gone. It's just not there. When all the legendaries are constantly raining from the sky, shoot little beams from it, it's just, you know, they just don't matter anymore. They're just the new magic items, right? And the magic items, I mean, you don't even touch the magic items. Even at the beginning, you don't even touch them. The rares you touch maybe for like the first 10 minutes, but after that, boom, you're done. But, you know, I was already hesitant. And then, so all it really would take is just one little tiny thing, and I was just going to be gone. And that's kind of what happened. I mean, that was sort of the straw that broke the camel's back, if you will. And when we're talking about that, at least with Path of Exile 2, the witch, it's pretty good looking. Aesthetically pleasing. Rolling around. I mean, they need better armors for them that she can be a bit more mobile with, if you know what I'm saying. Like all that heavy shit, all that garbed out shit, that's all just kind of restraining her. You know, they need to get rid of some of that shit and make her some better outfits for later that are more suited for just rolling around and dodging and ducking and all that. But yeah, it's kind of cool, you know, that they're okay with aesthetically pleasing characters. And there is actually a silver lining to this. Yeah, it made me rage quit Diablo 4. Yeah, it made me stop playing as a Necromancer. But here's the thing. I've actually been wanting to try the werewolf druid in Diablo 4. Like, I just remember seeing the one from seasons ago where he transformed into the werewolf, just and just shoot the tornadoes everywhere. It just looks awesome. You know, like a hurricane surrounding him. I think you need some unique augmentations or something like that. I don't know, I don't think you need a mythic, come to think of it. And fortunately, you get all the legendary affixes basically the first hour of playing. So I might look into that. Oh, it's a unique item, come to think of it. It's not a legendary, it's a unique item. But nonetheless, those things rain from the sky too. So yeah, I might actually try that out. I mean, let me know in the comments if you guys would be interested in seeing some of that. I'm like, okay, the Necromancer, I can't play as them. It's just weird. But the druid, I'm going to play as the guy. I mean, he kind of looks like me. He's a bit more chubby, but he kind of looks like me. If I were to gain about 100 pounds. So whatever, maybe I'll play as the druid. Not the lunch lady one, but the dude. And maybe I'll try that out. But are these games dad-friendly? Is kind of what I'm getting at here. Like, there's a lot of nitpicking, right? A lot of things to evaluate. Oh, the good, the bad. Oh, look at critiquing this, critiquing that. Is it worth my while? It's kind of what we're getting to. Is it too complex? Now, I'm not a dad, but I have a couple wives, as you guys know. So with many wives comes great responsibility, all right? So I sort of have to make my decisions similarly to how a dad does. I mean, I don't do a lot. I mow the fucking lawn. Sometimes the vines and weeds start covering the house and the roof, and I have to go cut that shit up. You know, so I have some responsibilities. I gotta hustle. You know, I gotta provide. So time's important. You know, our time is important as dads or as just dudes who have wives, you know? So, I mean, what do you guys think? You know, which one of these two games is more Dadbod friendly? Diablo 4 or Path of Exile 2? And what's your speculation for the future? You know, PoE 2, it does require a lot of investigation, you know? A lot of inquiring, a lot of bullshit. Whereas D4, you can kind of jump on. I mean, you can just jump on with PoE 2. And that's an interesting thing about it, is I actually enjoy the campaign more than anything. Now, I haven't done the maps, but I mean, I know what to expect, okay? I played Path of Exile 1. I didn't do the maps there. So it's kind of a worthless point to make, but I played Project Diablo 2, which is based off of Path of Exile 1, and they have the endgame mapping system, and I just never really enjoyed that. You know, I like the spiritual journey of the campaign. I mean, the maps are okay, but I never really indulged too much into them. I like going through the campaign, tweaking the character, getting to know the character as they progress to the end of the game, and then start over with a different one. And then maybe try different builds and all that. It's just, you kind of set your own benchmarks, set your own goals, and I do like that part about it. But wow. Now, let me know in the comments below, where's it at, you know? Which of these two games are you going to invest your time with? Which one's more Dadbod friendly? Help me out here, will you? Because yeah, I'm really thinking about trying the druid werewolf NATO hybrid build. But on the other hand, my witch has been a pretty good time on PoE 2. She's level 50, cruel difficulty. I'm just taking it slow, just keep following that same fucking boss over and over again. At the beginning, the back to one, that witch or hag or whatever. So that's where I'm at. But if you guys will like this video, subscribe to the page, become a patron if you want to support the meditations, or what do we call these? The research. Yes, become a patron, and I'll see you guys later. Peace be with you.